welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a TBR, and you may be asking, a TBR for what? It's halfway through June when I'm filming this, and what are you doing a TBR for? And today I would say I hate TBRs, and I'm a mood reader, so they don't really work for me when they're set toward a month or so. And so I've decided I'm going to be doing a TBR for sort of the upcoming months and till the end of 2019, just kind of give some guidelines of books that I'd like to read that I own, because I own a lot of books that I haven't read, and that's a problem, but we're making it through, you know what I mean? So this is not going to be including any new releases or things I do not own in my grasp that live on my shelf or somewhere in my room, okay? This is just gonna be stuff I own that I want to get to. So yeah, I have here 5 books in particular that jump out at me as things that either I've had for a while, or I'm in the middle of, or things that I just really want to get to soon. And by the end of 2019, I guess would be the long-term goal for this TBR, hopefully. But in the next couple of months it would be ideal. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm not doing these in any particular order, but I might do them from the oldest, I think, or I think the oldest it's been, or the longest it's been on my shelf / TBR, kind of. Let's go with that. The first book I have here is Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. This is the short story collection that's a companion to The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. The Lunar Chronicles is absolutely amazing. I think either my favorite or one of my favorite series and books in general of all time. There's some of the books that got me closest to my best friend and more into reading, and so they have this place in my heart, and this is the last book that relates to the Lunar Chronicles world that I have not read. I read the epilogue because that's the only part that's actually connected to the main storyline, the actual chronological storyline. The rest of them just never interest me because I'm I don't care about your past and I don't care about random characters. I just feel guilty as someone who loves the Lunar Chronicles so much that I haven't finished this book. It just hurts my soul, you know what I mean? So I really want to get to this sooner rather than later, because I've tried to read it and it just never worked out, and I have a bookmark in here that I definitely need to take out, and it's just I feel so guilty as a person who calls himself a fan that I haven't read this book of hers. So I'm gonna get on that. The next book I have here is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This book, I have tried so many times to read it, and I actually just spoke about it in a few videos. I've spoken about my problems with this book in a few videos, but this has been hyped up so much, and everybody loves this book. Well, majority of people love this book, and I just want to read it so I can see if I can, I want to form my own opinion on it, you know what I mean? But I recently read Shadow and Bone, and I think that's going to help me a lot in finally getting into this book, because I understand the world now and the magic system, which, in this book, yes, stuff is explained, I'm assuming, but it's not right away. When they say something about the Grisha, they don't immediately explain what that is, and that to me is someone who's a control freak and needs to know everything. It bothers me, and I get hung up on it, and I just can't read it, and it really makes me sad. So I really want to get to this now that I know the world, and I've got it all down, packed with all the Grisha and stuff. I feel I'll be able to read this and form my opinion and be in on the inside joke of Six of Crows, you know what I mean? Everybody knows Six of Crows, and I don't know Six of Crows. Description, I'm not going to give you one. There's 6 people. They're doing a heist. That's the description. The next book I have here is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Yikes. My voice and my enunciation is going. So this book I've had for a while, and I actually read the majority of it a few years ago when I wasn't really into reading as much, and I just didn't finish it. But okay, I think this is getting a movie soon as well, so this is another reason why I want to read this. Or it has a movie. There's something with the movie. I want to read this. But everybody loves this book. They go into it, they're I don't know if I like it, and then they're I love it. So I want to know. I want to form an opinion. It's kind of my thing, is just I like to know how I feel on things that other people have a certain feeling about. You know what I mean? Everybody who reads this basically raves about it. They rave about Nicola Yoon's writing. And I just really, really want to read this. I guess reread, because I read the majority of it. But, I want to read this at some point. I actually don't know how to give a description of this, because I don't exactly know the whole plot of it. So, I think it follows Natasha and Daniel. So, Natasha is about to be deported, It's like a one-day love story, so like kind of insta love. But Natasha doesn't believe in like the universe or love and like true love and stuff like that. And she's about to be deported back to somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Where are you being deported to? Jamaica. Then she meets Daniel, and they sort of like fall in love in a day, and yeah, that's all I kind of know. Worst description ever, I'm sorry, but like that's all I know to impart to you. You probably already know more than me, but it's alright. So yeah, I want to read it. The next book we have here is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read about 100-something pages of this. I had to put it down because I'm doing the Biblio games right now and it just wasn't fitting into my schedule. But, you know, everybody's been raving about Evelyn Hugo, first off, and then when this came out, everyone was like, Daisy Jones, oh my gosh, Daisy Jones is amazing. So everybody loves this, and I picked it up because I wanted to try out Taylor Jenkins Reid, and honestly, the part, like, I'm going to finish it, I'm not going to reread the beginning, but the part I've read, it hasn't blown me away, honestly. It, to me, is just kind of eh. But that we're not here about my opinions on this book. So a lot of people love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. And I want to at least read this book so I can, you know, say that I've tried out Taylor Jenkins Reid, even if I don't exactly love her writing in this book particularly. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about this one, if I'm going to pick any other ones up. But I know that I just really want to try out. It's a lot for me. When I see hype books and books that people really, really love, I like to know how I feel about them. So that's why I want to read these hyped books, because I want to know how I would fare reading this book and what my opinion on it is. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So yeah, this book follows the Six, which is a band, and Daisy Jones, who joins that band, and it basically follows the rise and fall of this band, and like nobody really knows why they split up, and it's the band in an interview style recounting everything that happened between themselves. You know what I mean? That's the best description I can give you. Yeah. My feelings on this are kind of meh right now, but when I read the rest of it, we'll see how it all goes. Last book I have here to talk about is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book, we all know. Everybody's been talking about it, everybody's been crying about it, everybody loves it so much, there's been a controversy about it. That's how you know a book is getting attention. There's been a controversy and people loving it, you know what I mean? That's it. So this book is a gay royal romance, and everybody has been hyping it up, so I picked it up. I intend to read it soon. I'm not going to be able to read this in Pride Month, I don't think, which is disappointing. I haven't been able to read many queer books in this, like, Pride Month, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But, I'm really excited for this because, you know, I don't think I'm going to cry over it because I don't cry very easily in books, and especially when I see people crying about something, then I'm like, I don't think I'm going to cry. But I do think, like, I do love a good romance, and an LGBTQ one is even better for me. So I'm really, really excited for this, and seeing a lot of people who I have very similar taste to and I really trust in the booktube community with their, like, reading taste, who are very similar to me, really love this book. I'm anticipating really liking it as well. Yeah, that's all I really have to say on it. It's really adorable. Like, look at that cover. It's so cute. I'm a hoe for those, like, illustrated covers and those really bright covers. Ugh, I love them so much. So, yeah, this follows Alex, I do believe. Alex is the first son of the United States. It's kind of in a world where, like, in the 2016 election, I think it was in 2016, a woman won for president rather than a man. And so Alex is the first son of the United States, and he has a romance with Prince Henry. Yes, Prince Henry, who is the Prince of England. Yes, yeah. It's a romance between those two, and that's all I really know. These are the 5 books I'd really like to read by the end of 2019. You know, more leaning toward, like, in the next couple of months, but whatever I can get done. I'm really excited for all of these books, and I can't wait to read them. Drop your opinions on them if you have read them in the comments, because I want to see how you feel. How do you feel about these novels? So, thank you so much for watching. I've been Bailey. Bye-bye!